here at the Australian Grand Prix, the first event of the season. Tonight we'll have a 40 to get the drivers acclimatised to the patch, but also the track for tomorrow's first race of ARL 1. I will be your commentator for most of the season. Unfortunately, I'll be missing tomorrow, but I'll be your commentator for most of the season. I am Shaz One God, and I hope to see you guys here on our YouTube channel. Now, here we have a few of our drivers out there. 8 of them have attended free practice today. And we're going to talk about a few of the teams that we will see here in ARL 1. Also, don't forget that ARL 2, who Footy will be commentating, is on a Thursday night usually. Smith's retired from the session. I don't know what's happened there. There's a couple of guys, and down the race it just sets a good banker lap of a 128.9, and Chevron a banker lap there, as it looks like, of a 123. And that looks like a banker lap there for Chevron. All the other drivers out on the hard tyre, but Chevron's on the soft tyre, so doing a quality run here. So let's go and have a look at the teams that will be contesting the season here in ARL 1. As I just go onto my Discord to find the drivers' standings. And welcome back. Sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. I was just getting the drivers' standings. We saw a hotly contested series last year, and it was amazing that got up to win that. And I don't think amazing is coming back. Looking at these drivers' standings, here they are. So we will start off with the Mercedes. Neither of the Mercedes drivers are here tonight, but we have Pete Crichton and Darren 11 who will be steering the Arrows. We have both Ferraris here. Oh, sorry, one of the Ferraris here in Scar Souls, and he'll be partnered by Cobra Michelle. In the Red Bulls, we have Pure Gold and Altoniki, who we hope to see throughout the season. In the McLaren, we have Romeo Alonso and Danny D. Danny D is in the session here, currently doing race simulation by the looks of it, and has a fastest lap of a 127.3. And he'll be partnered, obviously, by Romy, who is unfortunately not in here. In the Renaults, the banana car, it is CRS Footy, our ARL 2 commentator, and Cheeseburger that will partner him. In the Haas, we have the Gaming Warfare 16 and Chevron, who will be steering the Haas team, the newly named Lightning Volt Haas racing team. In the Racing Point, we have Wogboy and Hold Me Up Dan, who unfortunately couldn't quite make it. In the Toro Rossos, we have Todstar and Short McKenzie. This will be a roughie for, probably my pick actually, for the Constructors' Championship. Two fantastic drivers there. In the Alfa Romeo, we have Swaggy and Kapocki kart. Sorry if I mispronounce names here. I am trying my best. And last of all, in the Williams, we've got Menacing, Steel and Q-Tip to round out the field. So it is a 21 race season here in ARL 2. So hopefully we can see some fine racing. We're going to just look at here. As we see, Chevron's just still there with a 123.051 early in the session. So these guys will most likely be testing out some race programs. There's already been one quali. I think looking at Chevron, he's trying to see how far these tyres can go as we go and have a look at footies out on an outlap here. Down the racer. Here, as he looks well and truly acclimatised now. Danny D as well on an outlap, looks set to be setting some good times. Grove's just gone off there, just missed his braking point by the looks of that. So he'll have to try and not get that bogged in the sand trap there as we go into turn 1. Also, it's great to see the update for F1 came out this morning, which will hopefully make racing a lot cleaner and a lot closer. I know myself, I haven't done any laps on it yet, but we have seen a good showing so far. Chevron's gone deep in these softs. I've noticed myself that my softs tend to only last 10 laps, so it will be interesting to see how this goes. Chevron's gone deep in these softs. So we can see here down the racer, 5 laps on them hards, just getting used to the track there in the final sector. Danny's also on the hards. Scar's gone out on the mediums now, so he's going to test out his medium pace. It's going to be interesting to see tomorrow night. Obviously, I won't be there, but hopefully we can still get a live stream up, possibly without some commentary. But unfortunately, I have commitments that has meant that I will miss the first race. So it will be interesting to see what the faster guys do, whether they go for the medium tyre to start the race and give them that extra little bit of time on the tyres, or whether they go for the softs to set a fast lap and go out and try and get up there, up in pole and get some track position. So here's Scars on a fast lap here now. It's looking good so far. As he goes through into turn 4 and 5, the car park complex here at the Albert Park circuit. Through 6, a fast right-hander, and down into the first sector. He's 2 tenths up on his time on the hards. In through the sweeping right-hander, down to the 90-degree right onto the back straight, down along the park and the lake complex here. Down the racer has retired. Don't know what's happened there. Scars 6 tenths up, almost 7 tenths up on his time on the hards. Into the final sector he goes. Into the tough complex of the final sector that it is Australia. The slow right-hander into the quicker double right. And then to the slow left-hander and into the penultimate corner now. And he's in there. He's looking good. A 118 into the straight. Let's see what time he can clock. So 124.18 on the medium, so 1.3 seconds quicker than his hard time. Probably just going to try and see how far he can test these tyres. There you can see chevrons coming on the softs now. Dan's 4 laps old on them hards. Footy's gone out on a set of mediums as well, so he's on his out lap and will be about ready to start. Now look at Scars doubling up his fastest lap. He's 800ths up as he goes into the final sector. In the third DRS zone, 3 DRS zones here at Australia, so into the third. He is. And a couple of corners to go. Can he better his time of 124.185? As we see one of the boys just spinning it out there. And he does. He goes a tenth quicker, 10.5 quicker there. So 124.024 his time. Now don't forget guys, ARL 2 next Thursday will be racing at the Australian Grand Prix. No free practice for the ARL 2 guys. They can join this session if they do like, the week prior. Some great drivers there that we're going to see as well. As we see, and there's Footy retired. He's put his car into the wall, hit the AstroTurf on turn there at turn 6, and when you hit the AstroTurf there, your car does behave quite fiercely, and he's put it into the wall. So there's a yellow flag in sector 2. So there's only 5 drivers remaining in this session. Bam yet to set a lap. Danny there on the hards, just trying to clock some laps together, I think, trying to get some race pace leading into the race tomorrow. Gold goes back out on a brand new set of hard tyres. Chevron's out on on a set of mediums. On and out lap here. How will he go? How will his time stack up to his soft time that he set? He's 4/10ths down on his soft time. Understandable, the softer tyre's about 1.5 seconds quicker around Australia. But it is really only a qualifying tyre. You don't get a lot of time on them in the race. So at the moment it's Severn 1 second up, but that is on the soft compound tyre. He's 3.5 tenths down on his time. Can he pick up them 3.5 tenths and set a fast time in his quali pace practice? Penultimate corner, 1 corner to go. Hits his apex, gets a great exit out there, and it's on the long run down to the finish line. And he misses out. He's 7.5 tenths down on his soft time, but it's still a very competitive time on the medium tyres. Obviously, I haven't seen the new update, so I'm not 100% sure on how this soft compound tyre will compare now. Hearing from some of my guys that I've spoken to that the soft compound tyre, they have been able to get into the 119s around here in Australia, which is lightning quick. And I'm just reading through our Discord. A big congratulations to Daniel Shields, who will be driving for the Mercedes esports team this year in F1 esports. For those of you that didn't watch the draft last night, he comes second in his qualifying race and was picked up. Mercedes liked his driving, thought that he was the driver for them to help with the champion Brendan Lee. I think esports is going to be a lot tighter this year, contested. So hopefully the Mercedes team can work themselves out, but that's still some 2 months away from the first live event, so we'll be 8 races in here at ARL. Who's that coming out of the pits now? Is Danny D's coming out now, as Grove does a 125 at 8. So Bam's still sitting in the pits. He hasn't come out for any laps yet. Scars is on a race simulation at the moment. So what I dare say we'll see is there's still 25 odd minutes left in this session. We will see these guys just go through a race simulation now on the medium tyres, see how long they can get the mediums, and then Scar, the likes of Scar, Danny, Golden Grove, and Bam when he joins, hopefully. They will probably do a soft tyre with about 15 minutes to go, I dare say. 10 to 15 minutes to go in the session. Do a soft tyre qualifying simulation as we see Scars dip in now. To test out their soft tyres, see what time they can set in tomorrow for qualifying. The question is also, how many of them are sandbagging? Scars does a 123.67 on 5 lap old tyres, so that's a very good lap on some worn soft or worn medium tyres. Don't forget, guys, to go and follow us on Instagram, Australian Racing League. Also on our other platforms, Twitter, ARL Formula at ARL Formula 1, Instagram at ARL_F1. And if you want to join the Discord, it will be in the description below once this live stream gets posted. We race on a Friday for ARL 1 at 9 PM Australian Eastern Time and 9 PM on a Thursday. So this time on a Thursday for ARL 2. And of course, please, if you do like the video, please go and give it a like and a subscribe down the bottom to see future races. It looks like it's going to be an action-packed season for some fantastic drivers in our league. Really looking forward to tomorrow night when we get the likes of Todd Starr and Stuart McKenzie to go up there with the top guys. So Danny's on an outlap here. He's into the third sector. Must admit, I really do like the broadcast cam this year on the F1 game. It is quite extensive and looks like you're watching the real thing. As there's yellow flags in Sector 3. Somebody's just trying to get out of Danny's way, I dare say. So he's just doing a slow lap, so something's probably not quite right there for him at the moment. Let's go and have a look at Chevron and see how Chevron's going. He's doing a race simulation at the moment as well. He's just corner cutting for the looks of that, so looks like he might be coming into the pits this lap. It's a fairly lock FP in the normal F1 season. Not on a lot of action at the moment, mainly just testing the waters. It'll be interesting to see what does happen come race time tomorrow night at 9 PM. Should be a good race, hopefully. I'm looking forward to checking in. I'll be away, unfortunately, from my PlayStation, so I won't be able to commentate, but you will have the lovely voice of Pro commentating, and hopefully somebody else. Pro will be joining me for the remainder of the season. He couldn't be here tonight, but he will be joining me for the remainder of the season, hopefully to help me out with some commentary. And that's quite unusual, the beam for the Ricott Williams team. As Garstolz starts his first lap on brand new medium tyres. All the times have been relatively subdued so far. A lot of guys doing some race simulations, so we haven't seen any qualifying times. I'd expect qualifying pole position would get at least into the 120s with the new patch, if not quite possibly into the 119s. If someone can link a lap up, as everyone's put soft tyres back onto his car, so he looks like he's going for another qualifying run. Do tune in next Thursday night for the first race of our ARL 2 season here at the Albert Park Complex in Melbourne. It will be a fantastic race as well. I think we've got about 14 drivers so far, 14 or 15 drivers so far for ARL 2. You'll get to see some horrible driving from myself. No, only joking. Hopefully I can be up there in the points for the first race. I've put in a lot of effort here. As Scars gets into the start-finish straight, what time can he do? He does a 1:24.3, so about 6 tenths slower than his first time. Danny D's there as well. He's just clocking in his laps. He's done 3 laps on these brand new medium tyre. Love's just out on his as well. He's just having a bit of trouble, possibly with a setup there by the looks of it. Could also mean that it could also be that he's just pushing. But he is 2 tenths down on his time. But that is a race simulation time, I dare say, not a qualifying time. I expect him to be up there in the 122s and the 121s tomorrow for qualifying. A very fast driver, Glove is. We see Danny there just clocking up the laps. Same as Scars. Danny and Scars very close to each other. There's not much between them. Scar just not quite turning up there. Reaches this penultimate corner. Danny's coming in possibly to fit the softer compound tyre and set a qualifying pace lap and see what his speed is. And as you can see from Scar there, a 1:25, so race pace there, very good. Glove just did a 1:24, invalidated though obviously, but a 1:24. So, and Bam's still yet to go out, so I don't know what's wrong there. Possibly just away from his PlayStation at the moment. The 5 drivers, a nice little fun session here we're having. So we see Chevron go out in his Alfa Romeo. Going out on an out lap. Let's see Scar here. He's into the penultimate, into the last sector here. So, good little stream. Good little start to the season. Obviously tomorrow night being Friday night, we'll hope to have a close enough to a full grid for the first race of the season. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to the partnership of Todd Starr and Stuart McKenzie to see what they can bring to the Toro Rosso team. This Gallus does a 1:24.8, so second slower than his qualifying lap, but still clocking some very fast times. That'd be a fast race time come tomorrow in the race, so it's all about pushing the tyres. The other question is, I've heard that tyre wear has been improved on the update, so this should make Australia a one-stop strategy, bearing any carnage. His glove is still out there. He's clocking some good times there. A 28-second first sector is great time in race sim, so I'm there saying he's doing some race sim. I'm looking forward to the season above, but like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing Stuart McKenzie and Todd Starr what they can do in the Toro Rosso. Scar in the Ferrari will also be a damage. Will also do some damage in the league, and also a few of our other guys in there. Obviously, I know Amazing, who was our champion last year, so I'm not sure what's happened there, whether he's decided not to race or he's having some issues. As we go and check out Chevron, so he's 5 temps up, so half a second up on his first time he set. That was a 1:23.05. What time can he do as he slows down? So don't know whether he just wants to warm the tyres up possibly and get a faster time. Obviously this isn't quite going to be a simulation of qualifying. Obviously they get an extra fuel mix tomorrow in qualifying. But if they can do a time around 1:21 today, then anything is possible. As he loads up, we get onto the side pod of the Alfa Romeo Sauber racing team here, and he starts his out lap now. Good first corner. Into the turn 3. That's tough. Down in the second, up into third. He goes fourth. Off the accelerator, back on fifth. Up to sixth into turn number 5. 7. He's 2 temps up. Through the first sector. Into sector 2. Into this long sweeping right-hander. He goes. Hard braking zone here of turn number 8. 9. 8 and 9 there, the chicane. Dunny has just set a 1:22.9. So that's a lightning quick time as we go back to Chevron. Unfortunately, I missed his time there. In through sector 2, but he's into the last sector. Through here in the double right. This time looks like it's a good time so far. Penultimate corner as well. He's hit his apex. Let's see how he goes. Got to take a little bit of Astro there. And it's onto the rundown onto the top there. And Chevron does a 1:22.2. So 8 temps quicker than his original time. As we come into 13 minutes left in the session. Danny's just going a bit slower. I reckon Scar will probably go and put the red boots on now soon, I dare say. Or possibly he's just going to wait and see. No, he's back out. He can't see how long he can take his medium tyres as his golden glove. So, just the 4 races setting laps at the moment. But it's going to be good to see. So now I dare say Danny and Chevron will try and... Well, Chevron is going fairly slow, so I dare say he's probably going to try and possibly come in. He's already done a race simulation, but let's go and watch Danny for a lap in the TV pod view. Down into turn 3. Very good. Up to third, fourth. You'll see that. Very looking forward to when I get back from my commitments on the weekend to having a practice next week, getting ready for our Grand Prix in ARL 2. ARL 2 we are in. But fantastic so far. So he's a tenth and a half up so far, going into the last sector. Can he better his time? He needs to find about 7 tenths. As he has a little lock up into turn number 13, turn 14. Looks like it's a quick time this, so we'll wait and see whether he can better his time. It was 500ths up, down. Unfortunately, Scar's gone longer than these mediums, so I dare say he's going to do a race sim. I'm not too sure if he's going to have a look. If we just have a look at our race director, Chevron's done 13 laps in this session so far. Danny 11 did 5 laps on the mediums, couple on the 5 laps on the hards, couple on the mediums, and now he's on the softs here. Scar's done 14 laps so far. Gloves in the garage, he's only done the 9. He's done a race sim on the mediums though, so expect to see him do quite well. Got a quickest time of 1:24.8 that did get invalidated. Dan the racer did not finish. He was on his 7th lap when he binned it into the wall. Bam's not out there. Smith binned it in the first lap. That was unfortunate for him. And 40 did the 1 lap and then binned it as we seen earlier on. So as we can see there, soft, medium, soft. So everyone clearly not going to use the hard tyre tomorrow. As we get back into the racing, Scar's back in, so I dare say he'll get the softs on. Danny looks like he's loading up again. As we have some developing news, Todd Style missed the first 2 races. That'll be unfortunate for the Toro Rosso team, but his teammate will go out hopefully and do them proud. About 8, just gone inside 9 minutes to go in this session. So everyone's done 2 laps. Scar's in the pits. Goes out on his softs for the first time. He touches the wall there on his outlap. Danny, so far, and he's a second half quick. Slower. The gloves come in, so he must have damaged his wing there, I reckon. We've got long to go, 7.5 minutes to go. Race simulation, he's been clocking some very fast times in the 23s. Chevron's also doing some racing. He's clocking 122s at the moment, so he's clocking some good race simulation times, and he's just, as he slows down there, Danny in the final sector, 2 seconds below. Them tyres do look quite worn though now. Scars on his outlap, Goldie out on his outlap, on brand new soft tyres. 6 minutes to go, so they push, they'll get 3 laps in on these soft tyres. Scars taps the wall out of turn number 8 into 9 and 10. Turn 9. Try and get some heat into the tyres. Good showing, new concept we decided to try today. A bit of free practice. The F1 guys will probably have a practice session whilst we race in ARL 2 next week. As Scars lines it up for his quick lap. So he must have missed his apex there, I reckon, because let's have a look at Glove here as he gets ready. Danny's done 7 laps on the soft, so they'll be starting to wear. It's his apex, his first good start so far. Inside 5 minutes to go in the session. So I doubt we'll see Bam now. But Golden Glove looks a bit wayward so far, but he is 3/10 up on his time as he goes into the second sector. Through onto this back straight. A little dicey, but he'll be right. 9 and 10, this is where you pick up a lot of time. The viewers get up 5. Now watching the last couple of minutes of the stream. This is where the guys will start to set their quicker laps. We see the 3 top guys in the pits just possibly putting on a new set of red boots. Not sure if Scar got some wing damage there, so he might be out. And it's a 1:23.4 for Glove, so that's a good lap for him. That puts him into 3rd on the times for the session so far. So 3 minutes left. The other 3 are in the pits. Danny's been dragged out as we see the Haas of Bam in the face go out on the hard tyres. Oh, 2 minutes to go. The guys, the Ferrari guys look content. It's been a good session. They've been able to give, as we see, Scar Souls coming out now. of his pit box, so he'll be trying to emulate some practice. He's got 2 minutes to get around and set a time. As we see now, Golden comes into the pits. Danny's in the pits. Everyone's in the pits. They're not, unless they want to. They go out in the next 15 seconds, as we see the McLaren of Danny D go out. So he's got a minute and a half, just over a minute and a half to get out. Chevron looks like he's done for the day. A good time of 1:22. Gloves done for the day. Danny's out on some very old soft tyres. I don't know whether he's remembered to change his tyres or not there, but he has clearly forgot. So got 2 more BAMs into the pits, so he hasn't set a time for FP for free practice, so that is unfortunate. Skulls is going to be, they're inside the last minute, so oh, you're right. I don't think Danny quite knows that he's on 7 lap old soft tyres here so far, so but he'll try and set a good time hopefully. Let's go Skulls into the final corner and line it up. This will be his last out lap. Let's see how we can go. Links up the first 2 corners quite well. Onto the first DRS straight. Down in third. Quick shift into second up. Quick shift up into fourth. Let's see, at the moment he's 4 attempts up on his time that he's set. But Danny got in as well, so we'll just check on Skulls here. And he's 5 attempts up, so half a second up as he goes into the final chicane. DRS activated. Can he set a quick time? He hits the final corner. And it is. What time does he set in practice? He goes the best time. A 1:22.42 is his best time. So second on the time charts. Danny's 8 attempts down on his time, so he's not, and he's gone in. So that's the end of the session, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. As we shall go and have a look in a second at the race director, the quickest time, and also have a little chat after FP3. Yeah, on the ARL show. So that's the end of practice. Bam didn't set a time. Chevron topped the charts with a 1:22.227. Second was Souls as the session ended. I can't look at my time here. Second was Souls. There we go. So 2 attempts behind Chevron was Scar with a 1:22.4. Further 5 attempts behind was Danny D with a 1:27.9. Golden Glove a 1:23.4, and Dan the Racer was unfortunately crashed with a 1:27.13. So as I said, I hope to see you guys here tomorrow night, 9 PM on the ARL YouTube channel. The first race of the season. Thank you very much for joining me, and have a good night.